Hello everybody, good evening, welcome to the United Stand. I'm Mark Goldbridge and this is a big one. It's Manchester United's trip to Newcastle in what is a crucial Premier League game that Manchester United, quite simply, need to win. Look, very interesting on the team news. That's the Newcastle team for you. Probably not many surprises in how they're lining up. Certainly the front three of Isaac, Almiron, Gordon, Joel Linton, Miley and Bruno Guimaraes in the midfield. And then Trippier, Livramento, Shaw, Lascelles and Pope. It's a very established team when it comes to Newcastle. It's a very consistent team and that you know what you're going to get. Manchester United, not so much. Not so much. Intriguing team news, I would say. And Delo, oh my God. Nearly put it in his own goal there. He's had a bit of a shaky start, Delo, here. Missed the header. Miscommunicated there. Just need to settle here. I mean, as I said, you know, if you go 1-0 down at Newcastle, that crowd will react. And we are living in a world at the moment where, well, he does kick it onto his hand, but I don't think you're ever going to get a penalty for that. I don't think you should. Nice ball into Joel Linton. Cuts it back. Almiron. Good save, Onana. Good save, Onana. Great save, Onana. That'll do his confidence the world of good. Really will. I mean, that's another chance in the box conceded, though. I don't want to, you know, when the keeper's making a save like that, and it is a great save, you're talking about... Lovely ball in behind. Bruno is not going to get there. Oh, and Isaac! They're all over us. They're absolutely all over us. Jesus Christ. This is a bit of a worrying period here for United because they're ragged. Rashford not even pretending to try to defend, says Daryl. Well, I think that's one of a multitude of problems at the moment. I think Kobe Mainoo is struggling because he's getting run off all the time. The fullbacks are overlapping and going past Delo and Wan-Bissaka, which is causing us big problems as well. Oh, and another chance. Lascelles just over the bar. We've got to score first in this game. I don't know how we managed to do it. I mean, we had that Bruno pass a few minutes ago where Garnacho got in, but we've got to score first here because if they score first, this is going to be a fucking pounding. 10 every night at 8 o'clock. Newcastle have gone quite a little bit here, but not for long. Almiron is in. He's all on his left foot, and again, it's a good chance, and he's missed. You know what? I'm growing in confidence here. I'm growing in confidence because I can't believe that Newcastle haven't scored at least one goal. Like, they've had 10 shots, but they've only had 2 on target. And how many shots? I mean, look, I mentioned this the other night. I'm going to tell you this now. I can get this information. Stocky says the football we play is a disgrace. And he's hit the bar. Trippier has hit the bar. We are so lucky. Sezu says, how is Rashford so bad these days? Look, even as a United fan, we are so bloody lucky tonight. I almost think we're going to win. It's a great free kick. Well, it's not a great free kick because it doesn't go in, but it's a lovely free kick. It's almost perfection from Trippier. We are jammy. We are so jammy. I don't even know how we're 0-0 here. If we get to half time, maybe he can change it. From Shaw. I tell you what, I think this is one of the worst performances we've had this season. And surprise, surprise, it's against one of the better teams we've played. Like, you know, Luton aren't going to do this to you. Burnley aren't going to do this to you. Sheffield United aren't going to do this to you. This is just Man United playing against the first half decent team. I think the players are down from the Champions League, says Nick P. That's half time. And the only thing I would say, I don't want to applaud it. It's a miracle. It's a Christmas miracle here. I think Santa's going to come out in a minute and say, ho, 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 I've gifted you a clean sheet for Christmas. Because I don't know how we've managed to keep a clean sheet there. That is shambolic. Shambolic. Here we go. Trippier. Goal. That's it. That's it. Fucking hell. You know what? I almost want to applaud Newcastle. I thought we might come out in the second half and do something. And I don't know why I'm going back and forward and making more movements than our fucking team. But that's just so simple. They've carved us open. What's that saying? What's that saying? Don't eat cucumber from a women's prison and don't trust Manchester United in an away game because we're fucking shit. This was always going to happen. This was always going to happen. I said it was going to happen and loads of you agreed with me. You can only hold it. Have you ever been in a situation in life where you really need a poo but you can't go, so you hold it in? You can hold the shit in for so long, but at some point you're going to have an explosion of shite. And that's exactly what's happening. This is so predictable. We're not going to get away with it. We're not playing well. Teams are better than us. And when they start to put their chances in, they'll fucking destroy us. And that's exactly what's happening. We've been holding the shit in for weeks. 5 wins out of 6 against shite. Against shite. We've literally been like this. We're not rubbish, look. We're not rubbish. Oh, I can't hold it in for much longer. Everywhere. Everywhere. Because that's what we are. We're shite. We're so bad. That first half, we should have been 2-0 down. We're 1-0 down in the second half. Nothing's changed. I don't think these players are playing. Again, he should have never been forgiven for the Ollie Ranić season. It's an absolute disgrace, says Jack. Look, I can't... Can anyone explain? Look, I know we're shit, but you can clip this. United are shit and we deserve to lose this game. But can anybody explain to me why that's not a red card review? His ankle's bloody bleeding and he stamped on it. I mean, it's unbelievable. Maguire's offside there. I think he's offside. I think they're going to check it, but I think he's offside. I think he's offside. I'm just wondering if he's not offside, if he'd left... He might be offside on that one. And he's definitely offside on that one. I just wonder if it hadn't have hit him, if it would have gone in. No, I think he would have saved it. Point there from Estelin King saying a 17-year-old in midfield bossing us. Look, Kobe Mainoo cannot dominate the midfield as an 18-year-old when he's got nobody next to him. The difference between Mainoo and Miley is that Miley has got Almiron and Bruno with him, and Mainoo has got Scott McTominay. I think that scoreline today, you know, people clip me out of context all the time. Clip this for Newcastle fans. That score is a disgrace today. 1-0 is an absolute disgrace. It doesn't reflect the game at all. It should be 3 or 4-0. We don't fucking... 1-0 is an absolute joke. 1-0 is a good result for us. And losing's never good. But 1-0 is an absolute joke. That is a disgraceful performance from Manchester United. And it's nothing to do with Champions League football. It's nothing to do with being tired. It's because we're not good enough. Eddie Howe has played against Man United twice now with his reserves at Old Trafford and with his first team today, and they battered us. They're a better team. They're a better team than us who want to play for their shirt. Newcastle players want to play for Newcastle more than Man United players want to play for Manchester United. Just a very, very shit performance. And look, could Ten Hag lose his job? Honestly, that Liverpool game is very worrying. We had 3 games in 6 days. Everton, Galatasaray and Newcastle. We've won 1, drawn 1, lost 1. That was never going to be enough. And, I mean, Maguire here is just... Why is Maguire up front? Trippier's just made him look like a fucking lamppost. I thought he'd blown the whistle. No, he hasn't. But look, if we beat Chelsea and Bournemouth and Bayern Munich, it gives us a bit of time. But if he gets battered by Liverpool, I don't think he'll lose his job. But it's not about losing your job; it's about losing the fans, isn't it? And if you lose the fans, you're in big trouble. We're down to 7th in the league. Newcastle go up to 5th.